is a program that recognizes leadership potential of students and young professionals. The Ryla program includes leadership training in the following areas: leadership fundamentals and ethics, communication skills, problem solving and conflict management, and community and global citizenship. So it's my pleasure to introduce the 4 Livermore High School students who received the 2015 Rotary Youth Leadership Award from our club. I'd like to introduce Asian Luis Adriano, Danielle Buganu, Kim Jang, Martin Vega Martinez. These students attend. All 4 of these students attended a 6-day District 5170 Leadership Training Conference last August in Scotts Valley. They are here today to tell us about their Ryla experience and what the Rotary Youth Leadership Award has meant to each of them. So please join me in giving them a warm Rotary welcome. And I think you'll enjoy it.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Martin Vega, or Martin, whichever way. So yeah, as Mr. McMenamin mentioned, we will be describing Ryla. Alright, so personally for me, Ryla was by far the best 6 days of my life. Mostly because everywhere you look, the environment itself is like utopia if you think about it. There's positive vibes everywhere. It's kind of hard not to get inspired. So, not that I didn't want to, because I did. But yeah, it was just an overall like the best experience of my life, and it really expanded my network. Not just of friends, but more or less like people that like were there teaching us like how exactly to become better leaders. So that was like an amazing aspect of it. Personally for me, it was a wake-up call, and in a sense that it made me realize the potential that I have to make an impact on my society, and as a leader, just in my family, or society, or school. And yeah, so you can tell, like, nothing but smiles, and this one we're a little bit confused, but nothing but smiles all around. So yes, I will pass it on to... Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Love you, Kim. Gotcha. Alright, so my name is Kim, and like Martine said, Ryla was by far the greatest week of my life. I first went into Ryla with a lot of doubts because Ryla alumni had previously told me that what happens at Ryla stays at Ryla, so I didn't really know what to expect. And on the first bus ride there, I remember sitting next to Martine, who was the only familiar face in a sea of strangers, and I was like really nervous and really scared, and I just had no idea. But by the end of the week on the bus ride home, I was sitting next to a bunch of people who had been strangers just a week earlier, but now felt like lifelong friends. So at Ryla, I learned a lot about myself and the world around me. I learned a lot about leadership and what kind of a leader I am, and how we all have different kinds of leaders inside ourselves, and how we each can impact the community in our own ways. I also learned that I am not alone in my struggles because everyone is going through their own difficulties. I forged lifelong friendships with people who I never could have imagined being friends with in the real world, but Ryla brought everyone and everything together in my eyes. The environment at Ryla was really incredible. It was so full of love and encouragement and enthusiasm because everyone was so passionate about what they were doing. Everyone always had an open mind about what to expect next or like what we were going to do next, and no one was ever negative about anything, which was really inspiring to me to see kids who were my age and even younger than me who were making such an impact in the community already. And you can just kind of see all the wonderful memories that we all have here at Ryla and just like
Hi, I'm Agent Adriano, and Ryla, at first, I thought that I'd be highly uncomfortable and that would push me out of my comfort zone. But as soon as I stepped onto the bus, we were mostly separated, so we had to meet new faces. And I got out of my comfort zone, and that became my comfort zone. Ryla is an environment where everyone's welcoming and everyone is just loving and caring about each other. And I made lifelong friends there, and if I could do it over again, I would make it last forever if I could. But not only did we learn about leadership there, since we were all comfortable, it was an environment where anyone could be themselves, I was able to learn about myself even more and expand myself in terms of my ideals. And from what I learned in terms of leadership, I learned that you don't have to be the lead to to be a leader. You can be in the background and help others through behind the scenes, and you can be a leader in that way. And that's a really big thing that I got from Ryla.
Hi guys, my name's Danielle. I was asked to describe Ryla in one word, and honestly, you can. Why? Because I learned so many things. Like, I think I've grown much more within the 6 days that I was in Ryla than I ever have, and that's in different aspects such as like leadership, ethics, communication, and learning how to love yourself. Like, because I was told that you can't necessarily like love other people and give back to the community if you don't know who you are as a person. And at Ryla, that's what I learned. I learned that it's okay to be different, and it's okay to be like weird, because everybody's weird and everybody was weird. And aside from being able to spend the 6 days with these lovely people, I also had the opportunity to meet 200 new people, and that includes different students from all over the Bay Area, as well as different counselors who inspired us all, and we learned so many things about them and learned that they aren't perfect. There's one specific person that was in DC last year who I looked up to ever since I first met her, and she was actually in my family. Her name's Kara Nguyen, and I've always thought like, wow, she is perfect, she is the goddess, and I want to be her. And being in her family, I learned that like not everyone's perfect, and like you can't really judge someone based on like their attitude towards stuff, because she's always a happy person. And once I learned like the stuff that she's gone through, I'm like, wow, like I admire you 10 times more because of how strong you are. So to summarize, like I learned most at Ryla is like to love yourself and to always keep in the back of your head like that everyone is going through something, like whether it be minor or major. So always be careful and always like keep in mind that not everyone's perfect.
The four of you for being here today, and we congratulate each of you on your Ryla Awards.
Get in there. 1, 2, 2.5, 3. There we go.
All right, thank you. Carol.
Thank you. Sure. All right. I'm going to start the clipboard right here. I know it's